My name is Mohib Hamidi. I'm the co-founder and CEO of MedCare Transport. The way I got introduced to the space was kind of by accident. It was my aunt a few years ago. She's not with us anymore, but she was battling cancer. And not only was she battling cancer, she needed gurney transportation to go to her chemotherapy appointments. So on 4 occasions, 2 times, the transportation was completely late. She missed appointments. 2 times, it was just no call, no show, transportation didn't show up. One thing I noticed is nobody really took accountability about what happened, and nobody was able to really fix it and figure it out. I'm thinking like, okay, we come from the last mile logistics space, working directly with Amazon, right? If we're able to deliver a package within a certain amount of time, make sure the customer's happy, and just as a package, people can live with that package. How are we allowing this to happen with people and human beings, right? Especially when their lifeline is contingent on some of these appointments, like aggressive cancer in my aunt's age. And then I started thinking about my mom. Right, my mom in her mid-40s, she suffered a major stroke, and unfortunately, she suffered another stroke after that. Unfortunately, when she had a stroke, she could no longer drive, and she had to depend on people for transportation. Looking at transportation and what I saw, going back to my aunt when she did have transportation, it was just lack of customer service. We really wanted to create something and focus on customer service and making sure that folks get to their appointments on time.
Whatever anybody needed help with, I was, if I can help, I would help. That comes from just family, my family coming up, my upbringing, my family always helping people, like I said, in the community. It's important, man. I mean, because people just need that help. They need that help of getting to their appointment. Like I said, a family member probably can't take them, and, here we are working in the community to give them a lift, to get them from point A to point B when they're not able to. Like, that's the big part of the job, just connecting with people, opening up your heart, and just being communicative with them, and them talking back to you. And, like I said, sometimes they go through stuff, and you could be that ear for them, and the more you open up, the more they open up. Just to help to get them to that appointment, that's gratifying, man.
What really inspired me to go into the space is using that white glove service into the non-emergency medical transportation space. And obviously doing the basics. And the basics is being there on time, right? Obviously making sure these folks have access to care, they go to their appointments on time. Safety is the most important thing, right? But then also customer service. Like, make sure they're taken care of. So we're on this mission to become that company. We talk to a lot of people, they're saying you're crazy, it's not always going to be perfect. Of course it's not going to be perfect. Logistics is not perfect, it's never going to be perfect. But could we set up that prime example and how we could really, from a top level all the way to a low level, making sure that the passenger is being taken care of.